Hi, my name's Miley Ellis, and I'm a fourth-year chemical engineering student from Buffalo, New York, and this is my third year with orientation.
And my name's Sebastian. I'm a fifth-year computer engineering student from Cornwall, New York, and this is my fifth year in orientation.
So before COVID, move-in day was a little chaotic because all new students moved in at the same time, or same day. Because of COVID last year, we had multiple move-in days. We're going to keep with that same idea of having 3 move-in days this year. It is a little bit more traditional in a sense of you could potentially be moving in on the same day or the same time as your roommate or your floor mate, so you can start interacting right away. But it's going to be a little less chaotic because we do have those 3 move-in days.
Yeah, my biggest tip would be to definitely just go to as many things as possible. Leave your door open in dorms. That's a big one because people can just kind of come in and out, just take a peek, like try to be friendly. I think that's a great way to meet new people. During orientation, we have a ton of night events. I would say try to go to as many night events as possible, kind of come out of your comfort zone, explore new things. It'll be a great opportunity for everybody.
During academic day, that's really dependent on your college. I would say keep a lookout for your RIT email in case the college is giving you specific instructions. But when it comes to academic day, all of our staff is going to be there throughout campus to make sure if you're from COLA and you're lost and you don't know where to go, an OL can help you find where you need to be.
Clubs are actually really easy to join. I would just say you can go on campus groups if you already know the specific club you want to go to. You can just log in with your RIT login and then just kind of search for them. You can contact an officer. If you know some of their emails personally, you can contact them through that, of course. People are pretty responsive. But also, after orientation during Fall Fest, we're going to have the
Tigers Activities.
Tigers Activities Fair. Thank you. Yeah. So we're going to have the Tigers Activities Fair, and they're all going to be in the Gordon Field House, and all the clubs will be there. So you're going to get to see all the clubs, kind of experiment, see what you like, get to meet new people. And you can just sign up to get on a mailing list, so you're not like forced to be in that club just because you're on that mailing list. But you can at least get more information about them, get to meet people, and start to get excited about that.
Yeah. Your family, while you're in orientation, we actually are doing a lot more to get families involved. So even after move-in, they will be able to meet your OL with you. We also have some other family programming events so that even if, say, you're going through the DEI training, there's something that they could be doing as well. So I would say just when you come and move in during orientation, ask for that specific schedule so that your parents can kind of decide what they want to be included in and what maybe they want to step out from.
Yeah. So I would say you definitely don't have to attend every event in orientation. Yes, it is packed, but that's just because we want to give a lot of options for students to do because we realize that, you might not like the same stuff maybe that everybody else does. But there's just 2 events that are really important to go to. We want everybody going to our Title IX training, which is really important, and also our DEI event, which is diversity, equity, inclusion. RIT really prides itself on being a very welcoming campus, and we want to make sure everyone feels happy, welcomed here. So that's a really big part of our orientation program. But besides that, again, I'm going to stress going to social events just because it'll be a great opportunity to meet people, explore new things that you might be having fun with.
So we actually have some events going on where your families and yourself could take a shuttle down to Jefferson Road to kind of hit all those good spots along the way so that you can get stuff for your dorm, any last minute items that you might think that you need now that you're all settled in. We also have Goodbye Goodbye going on, if you want to explain a little bit about Goodbye Goodbye.
Yeah, so Goodbye Goodbye is a really good initiative that started a few years ago. But basically what we do is any past RIT students who no longer want their things, Goodbye Goodbye goes in, they just start collecting all those items and they actually have them for sale. So think almost like a Goodwill. Like prices are very heavily discounted. It's a non-for-profit, so it is really trying to help the RIT community. So you can go there, you can find anything probably like from furniture, clothes, electronics, even some just like little decorations. So you kind of never know what you're going to get, which is kind of like the fun part of thrifting. So it'll be a good time. I definitely recommend people stopping by.
To eat on campus, I really like the Global Village region to eat. So midnight oil, I kind of go follow like my coffee. And then In Crossroads, I like their sushi. They usually have a good pasta bar, salad, so that's a good spot for me. And then off campus, I like to go to Tai Chi. I think it's on East Henrietta. Yeah, good bubble tea, good sushi, burritos. So that's kind of a spot that I like to go off campus.
Yeah, for me, on campus, I'd have to say Salsaritas. Kind of like a Chipotle. It's really good. It's really fresh. It's very filling if you can kind of get a bowl. Sometimes you can even sneak like 2 meals out of it, which is really nice if you're on a budget. But then going off campus, Han Noodle Bar is great. It's like kind of deeper into Rochester. It's like Asian fare. I normally go for like some kind of noodles. It's great on like a really cold day. It's great. It's okay. Yeah, so getting a job on campus actually isn't too difficult. We have a portal called Career Connect that all the students use. You can just kind of, again, log in with your RIT ID and you can search. You can kind of break it up for what type of job you want if you'd like. They have a lot of information, ways to contact, ways to apply. But outside of that, I'd really recommend just going and talking to people in person if you can. For instance, if you want to go into any of the dining locations, speaking to any of the managers there, they're always very welcoming and there's a lot of opportunity for employment there. So I know a lot of personal friends that have jobs through RIT Dining, so I'd recommend doing that. As well as if you can actually do well within your first semester or first year, you'll have a really good opportunity to TA classes. And that's kind of the route I went. I think TAing classes are very valuable, not only because you get to learn the subject matter more, but you get way closer with your professors, which is always a big bonus, and it usually pays pretty well.
That's a great question. We always encouraging new students to apply to be an OL. So around end of February, March, we'll start to have, hopefully now this year, we'll have tabling around so that you can check out our application on campus groups. We'll also have some sessions where you can come and learn a little bit more about the orientation process and what it means to be an OL. So definitely keep a lookout, but once you apply, then we go through a group process day where our team meets you and learns a little bit more about you and sees if you could be part of the team.
Yeah, I think the biggest advice I have for new students is like it's definitely okay to be a little nervous. I think I was definitely nervous when I came to RIT, but I think the biggest thing is making those personal connections with the people during orientation, because I think it's so valuable. Like I still have friends that I made during orientation, and I know I'm not alone. Even my orientation leader, I still talk to and I'm connected through social media, even though they're way graduated. But besides that, feel free to be weird. Like in high school, you definitely like are put into this box. Like I have to look or like a certain way. I have to be a certain way to be cool or popular. Like at RIT, everybody is so cool. Everybody's so welcoming. You can kind of just do whatever you want and be yourself. And it's a really good opportunity to kind of grow as an individual and learn more about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say, like Sebastian kind of mentioned, you're going to be nervous. Don't feel guilty of having that stress and having that worry, because that's just going to add to all of those emotions, right? This is a hard transition in many different ways, and everyone's going to react to it differently. So do what you need to do to feel comfortable and feel best. And I think no matter what, and Sebastian mentioned this too, at orientation, we're just trying to help you find connection. So your goal really should be after orientation, have at least one connection, right? At least one, whether that be a couple people on your floor, a club, an organization, people in your major. That's going to really help you start to feel like RIT can be your second home. We can't wait to see you.
Can't wait to see you at orientation.